Hi to all the Learners Deck viewers out there. Today we'll be discussing the very important function within Microsoft Excel, that is the if function. If you look up all the logical operators or all the logical function that actually exist within Microsoft Excel, so if is actually the basic of all these operations. So all the logical operations within Excel are either built to be used with if function or they are used within if function. So this is one of the major function that we need to learn in order to get hold of data analytics within Microsoft Excel. So let's start and see what is an if function and how we can use it within Microsoft Excel. The very basic part of this function is that if function has actually three different arguments. The very first argument or the very first part of the function says that you need to provide a condition, a value which should be like an operation. For example, you'll say that if in the first argument the logical test would be A is equals to B. So this is the very first argument that you need to pull. In the second argument, as you can see in the screen, you need to provide a value if this logical test passes. For example, if the logical test is true, what value you would like to have in this particular cell. And then in the third argument you will have a choice of writing here the value which should be as a result of this logical test fails. So these are the three arguments which you need to learn and which you need to understand if you are using a if operator. So we'll click here and this is the dummy data. Let me explain the data to you. In the first column, that is column A, I have written down 10 employee names, and the purpose of this spreadsheet is to give out loyalty bonus to our employees. And as it's a loyalty bonus, so the job tenure will actually decide if that particular employee is eligible for an loyalty bonus, and if yes, so we'll pay the employee 40% of the annual pay as a loyalty bonus. So here is the job tenure. We'll say that if an employee has worked more than 4 years within the organization, we'll be paying 40% of his or her annual pay as loyalty bonus. So let's see how we can do this by using an if logical function. Click on this cell, go to formula. Under the logical heading, you can see this drop down. Click here and use this if. A new screen will pop up. As I've already explained, if has three different arguments. The very first one is a logical test. So our logical test says that if the job tenure is greater than 4, the employee is actually eligible. So this is the logical test. So if the employee is eligible, what will happen is please pay him 40% of his annual pay. And if it fails, right here, not eligible. So we have written down both the conditions and we have written down what should be the result if the logical test is true and if the logical test is false. So we'll click OK and we'll see what happens. So in the first condition, the logical test passes. So here it is, it says that 40% of John's annual pay is this, and we'll drag it down so that we can have all the results. So only the eligible employees will be listed here as some numbers as loyalty bonus, otherwise you'll see that not eligible will be available. So this is a simple function, can be used for many purposes with many other functions, and it is one of the most used function nowadays within Microsoft Excel. So please do some hands-on practice and provide your feedback on this training as well. And make sure that you have clicked the bell icon on our YouTube channel, which is Learner Deck. And thanks for watching this video.